All right, chat. We back with another one, man. Talking about chat, nigga. I ain't got no chat yet. We back with another one. I'm on the camera and the panorama. You did. So let's get into it, man. Let's get into this nigga who I been had a lot to really say about this nigga, man. This nigga right here, bro. Let's just see what the video talk about, and I'm gonna give y'all my points on it, man. You feel me? Like if he brag or something, I'm gonna really say something. You feel me? So let's get into the video, man.
Good year for Rick Ross. Every couple
On
months
that
we
nigga who they say I look like, man.
seen him get into it with somebody or the internet clowning him for something. Go back a little bit. He dissing Drake when Iceman was getting ready to come out. He's like, man, Iceman about to come out. It's about to be this bad album. Then I guess he thought about it. He got some backlash. He wanted to backtrack. He backtracked and was like, I wasn't dissing Drake. There's no problems with me and Drake. I was just speaking on the state of his album. I was saying that nobody was scared if Drake puts out this album.
Bruh.
You did say that you don't want him to lose. Like you just said that.
Yeah, and when I said that, it's so many conversations that go on, off camera where I feel like people would love for me to say I hate this nigga forever. Nah, homie, it ain't that. You know what I mean? When somebody step out of line and you gotta, chastise them or give them a spanking, that's what you do. But is it one of those things where there's a conspiracy? Hell no. Don't nobody fear Drake album release. Nobody.
Is there a world where things can be, in a better place between you two?
And what I was saying on the radio was, he speaks to French. French says a lot of positive things that he maybe should send French a pecan pie for, you know what I mean? Because nobody won't speak on his behalf to me, but French do. And that's what I made it clear, like, if anything was to ever come from that, it'd come through French because it wouldn't directly come to Rose.
People look.
Man, listen. I'm gonna let bro talk. Shout out to you, bro. We're gonna react to your content. I love reacting to your content. But bro, let's just talk about this shit, bro. Like, one thing we can't deny is Drake has sold more records than Rick Ross. So tell me, why do Rick Ross think he can downplay Drake and be like, yeah, I hope he's successful and hope he win and all that shit, trying to act like he just a little boy. Look, Carl, you gotta think about it too. Back 10 years ago, 15 years ago, bruh, them niggas were big dogs. Ross was big dogs. Drake was just the little Jewish kid, probably a whole square, you did. Now Drake like the biggest in the game. You feel me, bro? But still, bro, once you can't downplay a nigga. You can't downplay a nigga who more successful than you, bro. For real. Like, I hate when niggas do that shit, bro. It really, niggas think they be getting down, but it really a setup for your failure. You feel me? Cause nigga ain't gotta do nothing but pull out the results and crush your stats. Niggas was helping you stream. You feel? Nigga was helping you goddamn get your sales and your streams up. And not gonna lie, they done made classics together, bro. Drake and Ross done made beautiful music together. I hate to see this for real, bro. And I love Rick Ross. You feel me? I love that nigga raw. Like, he don't get the credit. Like, but that nigga really got some crown chakra bars, bro. Like, to be real, Rick Ross one of them ones. You feel me? But I'm just saying, sometimes how he want to go about it, bro. It's just like, bro, this is keep it real. Niggas ain't saying, he ain't gonna say it, but bro, he acting like, we just know, bro, Drake probably fucked one of his bitches, bro. You feel me? Drake done knocked her down, bro. And this nigga salty, bro. You feel me? Like, bro, mad salty. That's the only reason I think Ross would be really act like this. He ain't got nothing to do with French. Ain't got nothing to do with all that other shit he's saying about cease and desist. Man, Drake gonna hit one of that nigga bitches, man. That's all it is, bro.
Looked at Rick Ross and it's like, bro, are you backtracking? Are you afraid that Drake is gonna come out on this album and diss you? And then the album will come out and the Drake beef would turn up even more than what it already was. How Knew Hip Hop would say it's no secret that Rick Ross got beef with Drake. How Knew Hip Hop would say it's no secret Rick Ross got beef with Drake, and according to him, they're nowhere near squashing it. He discussed his relationship with the Toronto hitmaker during his recent appearance on a YouTube show where he would say, homie got a lot of issues to address, I'm gonna leave it there. Is there any potential in him being a real nigga? He gotta decide that, but he got stuff he gotta deal with and address. Hopefully it was a lot of niggas that was watching it and learned from it. It was unfortunate from him. You can never change your past. The music I created in the past, I can never change. I enjoyed it and I'ma still enjoy it. Basically, Rick Ross and Drake been beefing for a minute. This is not some new beef. This ain't something that just came out of the blue. Go back to 2024, back when Kendrick and Drake was going at it, the biggest war in hip hop. Y'all know the story. Rick Ross was there. Rick Ross was right there on Kendrick's side, making fun of Drake, trolling Drake really every chance he got. Anytime Rick Ross had an opportunity to make fun of Drake, he was gonna do it. And right then, it solidified their problems. It was like, from this moment forward, there is no more Rick Ross and Drake songs. There is no friendship between these two now. And so when Iceman finally got ready to come out, Rick Ross was there making fun of the album, saying it really wasn't going to be good. Then he backtracked, then he unbacktracked. He would go from saying I wasn't dissing Drake to then full on dissing Drake after the album would come out.
You're not putting Drake at your level.
No, see, you might be, I could see it in your eyes, you might be confused.
That's that hater shit, bro. That's that hater shit. That's that hater shit. That's that nigga, this nigga fuck my bitch shit.
With the numbers and all of the fake numbers, flood the marketplace 50 something. That shit ain't nothing. Remember what I told you?
Everything.
The streets are the streets. If Drake was what he thought, you what you think he was, or what,
Hey, you talking about the streets, Rick, man, listen. I don't want to say it. Rick all make good music, bro. Ain't about no goddamn streets, nigga. Yeah, both of y'all just make good music, bro.
what he thought he was, he would have been able to clear all shit up, address it, and been moved on. He's still suing the label. That's like him. He might sue you for speaking of him on this situation.
If you've ever wished payday came sooner, this might actually help. There's a banking app called Curve with a bunch of useful features. And one of the main ones lets you access up to $750 of your paychecks early if you switch your payroll over. And just to be clear, this ain't a loan. There is no interest. It's just money you've already earned, but a little bit earlier. When you set up direct deposit with Current, you'll earn a full set of features like overdraft, the build card, and more. But if you're just focused on building credit or just a smoother way to manage your money, it handles everything in one app. I actually like the app myself, which is why I partner with them. And right now, they're giving $75 to anyone who signs up using my link or scans the QR code on screen right now. If you scan the QR code, it'll take you straight to the sign up page where you can create your account. Just go through the normal steps, enter your information,
give me your
order your current code. I actually have mine right here just in case you want to see it. But after you complete them steps, you enter my promo code GetLikePrince, which unlocks the $75 bonus when you link direct deposit. So make sure you go through the full sign-up process so you don't miss it. If you ever feel like managing money is stressful or tight sometimes, it's definitely worth just checking out because that's literally what it's designed for, helping people like you stay more on top of their finances. Hit the link in my description or scan the code on screen and check out Current. But lately, Rick Ross been back in the news because a line that Drake said kind of came true. He would drop a line about Rick Ross on this album where he's basically making fun of Rick Ross in a way. The whole "if I'm lying, I'm flying" economy line, y'all heard it. And it was directed at Rick Ross. And a lot of people seen it and they was like, okay, because y'all know Rick Ross always come out. His whole persona is I'm rich. His whole persona is I got money. And he would be spotted at the airport. And y'all know how the Drake fans get. The Drake stands going to take it there. They're going to make a moment out of anything that ever goes on. That's exactly what they did with this Rick Ross situation. How Knew Hip Hop said, Rick Ross and Drake are not on cordial terms these days. Ross infamously joined the beef against Drake back in 24. Now, fans are wondering whether or not Drake's lyrics on What's My Name were.
That boy hiding. That boy said, but I do not want to be seen in a commercial flight. For real, for real. Nigga, goddamn, take your hood off, nigga.
Dig at Rick Ross. This connection had previously gone undetected. However, after being photographed flying commercial at the airport, some fans believe Ross crossed some strays over his flying habit. Drake would say, if I'm lying, I'm flying economy. Give me a seat. If I'm lying, I'm flying economy. I bet I know who I see. And at the time, people were confused until this picture of Rick Ross came out. Then people tried to put two and two together. That's like, okay, Drake is making this line here knowing that he beefing with Rick Ross. I know hip hop would say at this point, Drake successfully polarized his audience against everyone who's ever done him wrong. Therefore, when artists like Rick Ross are spotted doing regular things like flying commercial, they get hammered for it. Ultimately, it's a unique look in the world of stan culture and how artists are able to weaponize their fan bases. When you become as big as Drake, you're going to amass passionate fans who are willing to do and say anything on your behalf. Unfortunately for Ross, he's learning that the hard way, which is very true over these past few years.
They'll get on Ross' ass, boy. They'll get on his ass. Straight up to the point where he gotta speak on it. Speak on it. They gonna make him speak on it.
Especially with the rise of like the internet, TikTok especially, a lot of these artists and their fan bases done went to a whole nother level. These people be treating these artists like they're gods. And I always say, I don't understand this concept. This is just a regular nigga that make good music. So for you to sit here and stand and treat him like he a god, I don't understand that concept. When people be riding so hard for these artists or these media figures online, it's always, I always look at these niggas a little crazy because why are you moving like this? And it get real bad with the Drake fans. They tend to take it there with artists and they will drag somebody that had any problem.
Like, bruh, that one thing I'm gonna do, bruh, like, I may be a fan of Drake, you feel me? I'm a fan of Rick Ross, Tory Lanez, who else? Future, man, bro. I ain't about to sit here. I'm a grown man, bro. I can't defend no fuckery, and I ain't about to be wearing a bat, right? You know, goddamn, just, you know, these motherfuckers don't pay your bills. These motherfuckers don't even know you for real, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, even with the Drake versus Kendrick shit, bro, like, hey, Drake a fuck nigga, like, a nigga who be just hitting niggas bitches just cause they can, bro. Like, I think that's just some lame ass shit, bro. Like, I think that's, you know, you gotta watch out for people who do that type of shit. Like, if they'll do that, bro, until they enemy, bro. Like, bro, niggas like that, bro. Like, bro, that shit just be, you know. Oh, I ain't never really operate like that. I just not fuck with you then. I just know you're a lame type nigga, you feel me? Like, if I got beef with you, I ain't about to try and fuck you goddamn mama, your goddamn sister, or your bitch, you feel me? I'ma just know you're a lame man, nigga. You feel me? I'ma go on about my day, you feel me? But some niggas be on that bullshit, though, you feel me? That's how niggas get AIDS. That's how niggas get herpes and shit, man.
With Drake. With them being one of the biggest artists in the hip-hop space right now, it only makes sense that this is what would happen when it comes to Drake. But remember, though, Rick Ross is Rick Ross. He getting put in broke conversations. He's going to come out and try his hardest to go against it. And that's exactly what he did. He would make a response video to the internet making fun of him for flying the economy. Do you hear how dumb this shit sound? This the state of the internet right now. This is the state of hip-hop. People will reply and respond to some of the dumbest situations they could. Why are we making a response to this? You're Rick Ross and responding to people online making fun of you for flying a commercial. Think about that logic.
Ones want to know where my jet at. I obviously didn't get the memo. It's being updated with Starlink.
Man will speak on it. They on his ass, all them coming and grilling them.
You know what Starlink is? Yeah, that's the $500,000 Wi-Fi. Yeah.
Man, nigga, shut your ass up. And not I fuck with Ross, bro. We don't care that you pick $500,000 Starlink in your jet, nigga. We don't give a damn. These niggas, you making it worse. You should just shut the fuck up, drop some music or something, nigga.
That's where my jet at. And I chose to fly commercial to Colombia to go party with Trick Daddy and Ball Greasy at the Escape the States.
You know what, no boy went to Colombia to do? They sniffing clean. Fucking with some cheap hole. You already know they went to Colombia to do chat.
Worrying about what rich niggas doing? Yeah, if I send my jet to go pick my mama up and I fly, motherfucker, that's what I do for mama.
That right, though. I do agree with that.
If I send a jet to go drop off,
they can do what the hell they want to do.
For mama. Just so
they can do what the hell they want to do, chat.
I miss that. Since it's a big deal for Rose to fly commercial sometimes, I might have to buy me a wing at the Atlanta airport.
Yeah, 787.
What was the point of response to this? What was responding to what Drake fans had to say online gonna do for you? But with Rick Ross getting into it with Drake fans, y'all knew who was at the door. DJ Academics. Academics, of course, was gonna come into this picture and have a word or two to say when it comes to Rick Ross, especially in a situation like this.
I think the most shocking thing about it all is that it's how it looked. You know, it's not like he was flying with his team. It's not like he was flying with security. it looks like it's just Rick Ross randomly in a goddamn third world country airport sitting down waiting for a flight, and that sticks out beyond belief. Where's
Got
your
him.
assistant? Where's your right-hand
Got him.
man? Where's your security? Where's the people you normally would fly on the jet with?
Got him.
That was kind of like shocking. Him coming back around and say, "Oh, his plane was getting Starlink, this and third."
All that
I don't think he needs
bullshit.
to even say that.
Right.
All you, the
He should've
reality
never
is,
said
whether
it,
he's
bro.
telling the truth
Why?
about that or not, I don't see a problem with him trying to either save
Why?
some money, and the mere fact that I think he's handling it.
Nigga can be renting out the jet, bro. Like, nigga, like, shit, if I had a jet and niggas want to rent out my jet, bro, I'm telling you, if I'm paying, goddamn, the jet cost me 20,000-30,000 a month, you feel me? And niggas want to pay me $20 to get the jet for a week, for jet for a few flights, nigga, and I'm gonna make a profit on my jet, nigga. Yeah, you right. You're right, nigga. I'm going to write commercial and I'm gonna get him the key to the jet. Yeah. That what he should have came in here and said. If he said anything, he was like, he should have spit some game down on how he monetizing that jet. You feel me?
Wrong, because you have people that don't have a jet laughing at him. I'm not talking about fans. I'm talking about rappers, right? And it's because he also talks his bullshit a lot too, like boss. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Back to what I said, Rick Ross comes out and he pushes this "I'm
Shit
this
gonna
rich
spank
nigga"
you,
agenda.
man.
And then when the internet sees something
Shit
that kind
gonna
of goes
spank
against
you.
that narrative that he created for himself, you see where it go. Especially with
That
stan
perception
culture
come back
being a
and
part of the
spank
picture.
you, man.
But it wasn't just Rick Ross flying the economy, but Rick Ross is also getting ready to drop this project. He's supposed to drop an album soon,
Man, he gonna
and he
drop
kind of
this
pulled a
shit.
Lizzo. If you watch my Lizzo video, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Months before her album came out, she would come out and she was like, "Look, y'all, my album comes out soon, and basically I'm predicting that it's gonna flop. The internet is weird. The
He was gonna
internet
react
isn't
to a
pushing my
Lizzo
album,
video,
and my
chat.
album seems like it's going under the radar. And Rick Ross is kind of putting himself in that exact same position. He was like, "Look, I got this album coming out, but I'm already getting paid for it. I already got this going on." It's
already
weird
getting paid for
hearing a
all that
nigga try to
bullshit.
predict his album
God, this
flopping
shit-
before the rollout even started for real.
It ain't gonna sell.
I'm telling y'all, when it come to making moves, I'm telling y'all this because I'm getting ready. I'm doing some, album shit, right? But for the ones that want to know, this album number 12, Rose, how are you always so confident when it come to your business? Because it go the way I wanted to go. My album come out, I'm already paid before that.
Yeah, that was that boy Jay-Z, boy. That boy Jay-Z. Hey, $1 million already sold before the album even dropped. They bought 1 million copies. The album already, yeah. That's a trick, you feel me? But Rick Ross, man, he been rapping 12 years, like he just said, bro. Nobody really cares, bro. Nobody really cares if you only sell 20K. Like, man, you already got down up a B, man. Like, come on, bro. Nobody really cares but the internet, you feel me? Like, niggas will kick his ass for sure. But when you goddamn done scrolling, you kiki ha ha at the comment, out of that, nobody care, bro. The nigga still up.
Album come out. It's Rose. I don't know when them sit on them podcasts doing all them little deals. I don't know what little niggas y'all talking to. The industry has changed, and guess what? As a boss,
That's our boss.
you put the number up there. This is what we gonna do just to do business with me. I've sold records, nigga, for the last 20 years.
Yeah.
You know what I do, not
Yeah.
just for myself,
Yeah.
but the entire brand. I pray y'all get paid before the album come out, nigga, because when you put the album together, that's the work.
To me, it sounds like Rick Ross predicting a flop. He like, look, my album might come out and do real bad, but hey, I'm getting money though. My shit might flop. Hey, I got paid though. They paid me before it even came out. That's what this sound like. It sounds like he trying to pull one of them
Bulletproof
ego
flop.
moves. Look, I don't care what these numbers say. I'm getting money at the end of the day, which could be true. It's Rick Ross. That is, he get money, but what is this to say? And if you look at the replies, people are saying exactly what I'm saying. He running defense because he about to flop and look like an idiot.
Yeah.
That payment is known as an
They on
advance.
your ass.
Nigga trying to get ahead of how low his sales
They
gonna
on
be.
your ass.
Rick Ross is going to be releasing a new album. Overall, this is a big moment for Ross, who's been under fire in recent years for many reasons. His participating in the Drake-Kendrick beef rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. Meanwhile, his latest commercial flight had some folks feeling as though the artist was trying to lie about his wealth. Now with an album dropping, there's pressure to top the charts and have a solid first week. However, Ross don't seem to be too worried about any of the chatter. The artist recently to the Instagram and said what I just said, that, I'm getting paid before this album come out. I don't care what these numbers say. It's gonna drop. With very little momentum going into this new album, one has to wonder what the sales figures will look like. It's been difficult for artists to garner first week sales, especially when everyone competing for a decrease in attention span. It's unfortunate, although at this stage of his career, Ross seems eager to adapt. Which, think about it, Rick Ross is probably gonna come out and do bad numbers. And like I said before, just made a whole video about this. Streaming culture has kind of been the death of album sales. Streaming has made it very difficult for artists to actually do numbers, which is why bundles were so prominent for so long. For years, bundles were what sold music. It wasn't, oh yeah, I got good music that's selling numbers. It was, oh, I got bundles that's selling numbers. The bundle game got so strong that Billboard had to come out and say, look, y'all niggas can't do that no more. Y'all can't cheat the system. These numbers y'all get got to be legitimate bundles. They got to be real life merchandise put behind it. You can't just sell something in the counts of album sale. You can't sell an energy drink and pull a DJ Khaled and get an album sale off that. No, it got to be something tangible. It got to be something important. And that all started with streaming, because streaming made album sales so difficult. So with Rick Ross coming to drop this album with, like they say, no momentum, there's no hype for this project, there's no talk around Rick Ross's next album, it's probably not going to do good. And he trying to save face right now, which I don't even think was necessary. Rick Ross just can't even drop the album. Now, if it flops, people are going to make fun of him even harder than what they already would have done, which in of itself is just the internet culture. But you could have made it look a little better by not saying anything at all. Just like with that whole other situation, flying economy. Nobody really cares. People are only going to care now because you decided to come out and give input on it and try to, oh yeah, my nigga, my jet in the shop. My jet getting work done. There's no need to say that. There's no need to speak on any of this.
My jet in the shop, gang. Hey, man. Y'all subscribe, man. Y'all subscribe to the kid, man. Hey, man, we about to back to another one. We about to react to Lizzo, man. They react to Lizzo, gang.